Hello and welcome to another Let's Play Pokemon TCG Online. I'm Daniel, one of the hosts from the Reasons I'm Broke podcast, found right here on YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher, and iHeartRadio. Of course, you can find the link to everywhere you can find us on thereasonsimbroke.com. First opponent is Gaia Australio 0, and I just missed what kind of deck they used, but we're going to go with our Gengar Chandelure deck. We did lose the coin flip, so they will most likely go first. Yep. I do hope everyone had a really good holiday season, and I know a lot of the local players and a lot of people on Twitter as well have been sharing the really cool booster packs and pulls that they've been getting from their holiday gifts, so that is really awesome. And we actually ended up starting off really well with 3 Gengars and the Litwick. We've got, this is pretty good. Not bad. We've got a Charon and a Tierno as well. So let's see what they end up starting with. Put our 6 prizes down. And we've got a Carbink. Ooh, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon by your opponent's Pokemon EX. So that completely disables our Gengar-EX. But we can at least go after the Regirock. The attacks of your fighting Pokemon do 10 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So even though we have that resistance, we are still going to get extra damage because of that attack and any special energies that our opponent might have. So as I was saying, yeah, lots of really cool cards on Twitter that we've been seeing. We've been retweeting. A lot of Holos, Jolteon EXs that people have been pulling. And we've got another mythical collection coming up right here on the channel very, very soon. Just waiting for the latest one to release. There's one left, and it's going to be a double pack. So they're going to put it down a Hoopa, which has the Scoundrel Ring ability, which will let them get up to 3 Pokemon EX and put them into their hand. They will have to reveal them, and this is a full art Hoopa EX. I hadn't seen this one in quite a while, so it's really cool to see one of those. They're getting a little bit pricier, but they're still a pretty handy card to have. So now they've got 2 Regirocks on the field, which gives them double the 10 damage, pretty much 10 times 2 on the main attack. And we've got Shaman for more cards on their hand. So they are playing really well, already down to 38 cards on their deck, and they're getting what they need as soon as possible. They can't attack on the first turn, so it is finally our turn. Let's go ahead and draw 3. What do we end up drawing? We do have a basic Psychic Energy here. So let's go after... Who do we want to go after? Who are they going to attack with? I guess we can go after one of the Regis. Eventually, we will want to pull up this Hoopa EX because it does have the double weakness to Psychic. So with one of our Dark Corridor attacks, we will be able to knock out Hoopa if we drag it out. But so far, we have a Tierno we can use. We have an Ace Trainer. I think, yeah, that's not going to work unless they knock out the Gengar-EX. So yeah, just got to hope for a Lysander at this point to try to do some damage somewhere else. This is still the nice thing about Psychic Pokemon is that we can go after their bench even though we are prevented from going after the Carbink. But we are taking quite a bit of damage because of that. The special fighting energy and the ability over here. So here we go. We do have a Lampent and we do get that Lysander that we needed. So at this point, let's go ahead and drag out something that... Oh, we did use our supporter already, so let's go ahead and feed... Let's go ahead and feed the Lampent for now and just hope for a Chandelure. And we'll go a Night Attack again after the other Regirock. Now, I could go with the Lysander and aim at the Hoopa EX for an instant knockout, but then we're going to be in trouble because they'll just bring out the Carbink again, and we'll be right back at square one. If I had a Chandelure on the bench, then maybe I would consider switching that up. But in this case, we'll just continue to take a bit of damage. Gengar-EX can survive one more attack. And at this point, let's go ahead and drag out this Regirock out here. So that's going to have... who do we want to pull out? Let's go ahead and feed one of the other Gengars. We'll hold off on the Muscle Band, and we'll do a Night Attack. Can we do it? Prevent all protection to damage system? No, so that won't work. So let's go after the other Regirock once again. If they have a switch, no problem, but at least this one does have 3 retreat costs, and soon we'll be able to do a Dark Corridor attack. They are powering up the Zygarde EX, so maybe that's who we should have been damaging this whole time, but there's the switch. Who are they bringing out? Carbink again for the knockout. Alright, so who do we want to drag out? Let's do... I gotta pull up the Chandelure and try to power that up eventually. So let's pull out Gengar. Could do an Ace Trainer. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Ace Trainer. Let's see what we end up getting. I could have done the draw 3, but let's hope for a Chandelure. Nope. Not yet. We get another Gengar. Let's go ahead and put him down. We have to feed someone, and it will be... We've got 2 double colorless energies. Maybe I should save that. You know what? I'm gonna hope that we can pull a Chandelure with 36 cards left in our deck. So I'm gonna go ahead and feed Lampent. And 30 more damage onto the other Regirock for 120 out of, what is it, 180? Yep, 180. So this Carbink's going to keep on punishing us. They've got the Zygarde on deck, but they're still building up. Break Form Carbink. Attach 2 energy cards from your discard pile to one of your fighting Pokemon for the Diamond Gift attack. Does 20 damage base plus all of the extra from the abilities and the special energies. Normally we do okay against fighting decks because of the resistance, but so far that Carbink is really stalling us here. So there's another 60 damage onto Gengar-EX. What do we want to do here? Let's feed... We've got to feed someone, so let's do Gengar. Get that ready, and Professor Birch. Try to get that Chandelure. Get a Tails, we just draw 4, not enough. Alright, we'll get some energies and thin down our deck a little bit. Could Mega Evolve. We've got that double colorless energy maybe next turn, but I don't know if there's anything here that we can actually use. During your opponent's next turn, any damage done to this Pokemon by attacks is reduced by 20. That's not going to work. So I think that is it. We'll just punish the Regirock some more. Bring that up to 160, which is almost close to a knockout. And let's see what they end up doing. Something I do want to highlight today when we, first time we've done Let's Play in 2017, are the League Cups that are coming up. If any of you are Pokemon League players, there are quarter League Cups that are going to start popping up all over the country. These are once a quarter tournaments that are going to give players a chance to gain a lot of points to try to get into regionals and into, oh, now we can finally attack this thing, into regionals and eventually into Worlds if you win a couple of these. Alright, we've got no drawing power, but we can feed the Gengar-EX. And let's go ahead and Mega Evolve. And let's Phantom Gate. We've got tons of attacks we can choose from here. We've got Land's Wrath does 100. During your opponent's next turn, any damage done to this Pokemon by attacks is reduced by 20. That's probably the one I'm going to go with. Yep, Bedrock Press. So it's 100 onto the Zygarde. We're good. And they can do the Land's Wrath for 100. They can do the Cell Storm for 60 plus 30. That would heal them up a little bit. Okay, they've got the Fighting Fury Belt either way. So there's a Skyla. But yeah, these League Cups, once a quarter, go and play. Usually they're a little bit pricier, but you do get more prizes if you do make it to top 8. Depending on how many people are actually in the tournament, you will get prizes based on that. There's exclusive playmats that they're going to have in these quarterly tournaments. And this first round of them this month are probably going to be the messiest because it's the first time that a lot of these shops are doing the quarterly cup. So let's go for Professor Birch again. And sorry, I'm trying to concentrate while explaining. But either way, throughout the year, these shops are going to get better at doing these quarterly tournaments, and a lot of players can hopefully have fun and meet a lot of different decks that they normally don't go against at their league, weekly Pokemon League. We've got 2 energies on the discard pile. Let's go ahead and get one of those back with Energy Retrieval. I'm going to save to Dimension Valley. We don't really need it yet, and I want to be able to knock out something if they put it out there. We've got the Muscle Band. I think we've pretty much played everything we can. I'm going to save the Muscle Band. Let's go ahead and Phantom Gate again. We've got 130 damage. Let's discard 200 attacked. Heal 30 from this Pokemon for 60. Is that going to really help us though? 130 times 2, 260. No, that wouldn't. No, that wouldn't save us at all. Okay, so I could do Sky Return. Return this Pokemon all cards attached to it to your hand. Now all the energies would be gone, but I would be able to evolve the Gengar-EX next turn. So let's do that. Sky Return. And let's put out the other Gengar-EX. It's all good. It's a little cheesy, but you know what? I'm doing it. I've got to do it. Just try to prevent the last 2 prizes from being taken, because that would have been game. So let's try to hold off a little bit longer. What are they looking for? What are they looking for? We're still looking for Chandelure. So there's that Skyfield. Exactly where we held off on using the Mention Valley. Ultra Ball, what are they going for? Probably another Regirock, because then they might have, if they pull off a couple of those and maybe another Special Energy, they might have enough to knock us out. But let us know in the comments below if you plan on going to a couple of those League Cups. If you just do an event search on Pokemon.com, you will be able to see all of the tournaments, all of the Pokemon Leagues, the special events, the League Challenges, and of course the League Cups in your area. And just share with us on Twitter any awesome pull packs that you've gotten. We will give you a retweet. That's on Twitter at ReasonsI'mBroke. And we also, if you don't use Twitter, we have a Facebook page that's also displayed right down below, facebook.com/TheReasonsI'mBroke. So now I think they might have enough to knock us out with 1 hit with the 2 Regirocks coming out. That might be it, Brokettes. 1, 2, 3, 4, an extra 40 damage lands around. Yep, exactly what they needed. 170. That's game. That was good. They played that really well. I don't mind losing if it's like this. I mean, they played their strategy. They knew their deck. They moved a lot quicker than we did, and they really slowed us down with the card bank. And we just couldn't pull out a Chandelure in time, unfortunately. That's one of the downsides to not carrying an Ultra Ball in this deck is I can't get what I need quicker. I just rely on that draw power, and it's simply because I don't like discarding cards in my hand. I don't know. I just always play that way. So it's really difficult for me to use stuff like Ultra Ball, and yeah, we will go first here. Or even Sycamore, where you discard all the cards in your hand, and then draw up 7. So neither of us have basic Pokemon. We'll redraw. Here we go. All right. Once again, we don't have basics. Puts up the sad face. Alright, we've got a Litwick, we've got a Chandelure, we've got a Rare Candy. You know what? I will take it. Let's just hope they don't knock us out in 1 hit. Although we do have a Lysander that we could try to slow them down with. They don't have a bench. Nope. Okay, so we've got 6 prizes out, and they've got a Lugia-EX. This attack does 20 damage times the amount of energies attached to both Pokemon. So 20, 40... They could knock us out in 1 hit, so I will risk it, because we've got a Chandelure down there. If they have a double colors energy, that will be game, and the quickest match we'd have today. At the very end, don't forget, we do have booster pack openings. Fighting Fury Belt will do it too, 20, there it is, and that's game. Litwick! Oh well. I took the risk. At the very end, we are going to have booster pack openings for evolutions, and I think I have some generations in there too. So we'll check out some of those. The next opponent is Dirty Shirt Production, who actually has a Pokemon League box on them. That's another thing you can get at your local Pokemon League are the code cards, which let you get the cards that have that Pokemon League logo on the card itself, or in this case, on the deck boxes that you can use online. So we don't have basics once again, and neither do they. It's kind of weird. Yeah, it's the second game where this happens. And then you'll see some of these energies that are in the deck that are going to have that League logo on it. Not one that time, but we do start off with the Gengar-EX and the Litwick, Lampent, Lysander, Professor Birch. Not a terrible start. Although I did say that last time. And look, they even have the sleeves with the Pokemon League logo on them. Pretty awesome. If only they did something like that for just Psychic in general or for Gengar, but these are pretty awesome still. We've got a Mareep with that awesome artwork. I love anytime they try to do something a little bit different as opposed to what would fit on a marketing thing, like even the Darkrai. Although I love the Generations boxes and all the designs that they do on them. It's always nice when they try to do something a little bit outside the box. In this case, the Mareep. We've got several of them in the background, and in that really cool, it's kind of like a painted style on the Pokemon card itself. All right, it's our turn. We've got a Birch we can start off with. We don't have any energies. Okay, so maybe not the greatest start. I'm going to have to go with another hand. But first, let's go ahead and put the Spirit Link on Gengar-EX. Let's see what we can draw. I hate to get rid of the Lampent, but we need some energies, and we don't get them, of course. Why would we? Why would we? We'll just end our turn. So they're going to build up the Darkrai-EX. I don't think we've gone up against a Mareep deck recently. Or maybe even ever at all. We've gone against Ampharos EX on a Mega Ampharos. So this will be interesting. What are we doing? Put the point of head. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. We've got 2 of them on there. I'm assuming the Ampharos has some kind of attack for times the number of Flaffies or Ampharos in the field. It'll do an extra amount of damage. So there's Bridget. Even more Pokemon coming their way. 2 Mareeps. Do we have energies? Let's draw 3. 2 energy retrievals. Not what we need. Another Gengar, but we do get a Professor's Letter. I'll take it. That's fine. As long as we get something, right? So there's 2 Pokemon League logo energy cards that we're going to take. That'll give us the power to hopefully win this match. I don't want to end on the loss here. After this, we will go ahead and open up some booster packs. Night Attack. Let's go after that Darkrai that they are building up. And that brings it down to 80. We don't have a double colorless, so we'll continue to punish that Darkrai in the meantime, and we do have this draw 3. Actually, you know what? With the Mega Gengar, if we can drop a double colorless, what can we use? Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. Your opponent flips 2 coins instead of 1 in between turns for 80 damage. That's pretty amazing. That's pretty cool. So I see exactly why they have this in there. 2 coins instead of 1. If either of them are Tails' Pokemon, man, that's rough. Really, really rough. Alright, and it is our turn. Let's go ahead and draw up another 3. Now, of course, we're drawing up all kinds of energies. There's a double colorless. We could go after the Flaffy. Let's go ahead and thin out our deck a little bit. There's 2. Alright, and do I want to go after the Flaffy? Yeah, let's go for it. Double colorless energy onto the Gengar-EX. But I'm actually going to Night Attack that same Darkrai. The reason I want to hold off on evolving is if they pull out that Darkrai and they put us to sleep for 80 damage, I want to be able to wake up. Oh, actually, hold on a sec. 80. We've got a weakness to dark Pokemon, so that would actually not be too good. 160. They don't have anything yet that'll gain them, give them an extra bit of damage. Let's go ahead and let's get another Gengar ready in the meantime. Let's go ahead and Mega Evolve as well. Alright, Phantom Gate. We want to do probably Abyssal Sleep. Yep. And they're still asleep. So if they can get that Ampharos out there, they'll be fine. I just wanted to start putting some pressure on them so that... Okay, there's the switch. They're going to put us to sleep this time for 160 damage. And we need... There's a 25% chance that we can actually wake up and attack next turn. Weakness for 160. Maybe that's what they were waiting for. 1 heads. Another heads. Mega Gengar comes through. Awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and do Great Ball. There's a Chandelure on top of that. Now we just need that rare candy that we have shuffled into our hand last time. So I'm going to start building up Little Litwick just in case we do end up drawing it up. Phantom Gate. Let's put him to sleep this time. Yeah, they have a resistance, so it's only going to do 40. No, I'm sorry, 60. And Tails. Yes! Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So 1 more of these attacks and they'll be knocked out. 1 more from their other Darkrai-EX and will be knocked out. So I completely get it. Lysander, who are they dragging out? Probably one of the other Gengars. Don't go after Litwick. Okay, fine. Damn. Alright, that's not a big deal. Let's go ahead and Versus Seeker. What do we got? Let's get another... Let's get Tierno, another draw 3. Alright, rare candy, come on. No rare candy, but we do get an Evo Soda. That is fine, I'll take that. Alright, where is Lampent? There it is. Evolve Little Litwick into Lampent. Let's put the special Psychic Energy onto the Gengar-EX. Retreat for free. And let's put it back to sleep. Phantom Gates for 60 damage, and it should be the knockout. And we get a prize. Rock Guard, beautiful. That'll go really well with our Chandelure. And it looks like they're waiting on something on their end here. Is there an ability? Nope. Not really sure what's going on. But either way, our plan of attack now is our Gengar-EX, Mega Gengar-EX, will be knocked out next turn. But we will have the Chandelure ready by then, which I will drag out. So let's see what we end up doing here. If I can pull another Lysander, then I can go. The biggest threat right now is that Darkrai-EX because of our weakness. So if I can drag that out and keep it asleep, I think we'd be in good shape. For that, we would need Lysander. Awesome. Alright, draw 3. Well, we wouldn't be able to use Lysander this turn anyway. Let's go and evolve into Chandelure. Let's put that Rock Guard on Chandelure. Double Colorless Energy on it. Muscle Band on... Let's put it on the Gengar with the free retreat cost. Draw 3. There's another little Litwick. I'll hold off. I'll hold off on the Vention Valley as well. Alright. Phantom Gates. And knock it out, I guess. And just hope they don't have the energy for the Darkrai. And let's go for this one. Secret Rare versus Seeker. And once again, it looks like there's a little bit of a delay. Okay, so it was holding off on them to make a choice. They're still waiting for that energy. And I'm still waiting for the Lysander. Okay, there it is. Professor's Life. That's what they were waiting for. They can get the energies they need. Maybe they have a switch in their hand as well. They're going to play that. And I do want to thank all of you that did join us from the podcast. If this is the first time you're watching Pokemon TCG online, if you don't know how to play, hopefully you can pick up some of the mechanics here. And if you ever do want me to do some kind of a how to play video, let me know. And I can try to put something together. Alright, so let's versus Seeker again. For 3, we've got 21 cards in our deck. Do we want to go down that much? Okay, let's put down Little Litwick. And I'm actually going to go for Pokemon Fan Club. And just one Gengar, I think. That's what I'll go for. And we should play an energy. Let's put it on Gengar-EX with the Muscle Band. Phantom Gate. Put it to sleep for 80. And they're still asleep. Let's just hope they don't get an Ampharos if that's even what they were going for. There might not even be an Ampharos in their deck. And the opponent this time is Dirty Shirt _ Prod. Probably for production. There's another energy on him. Is this the Ampharos? And, alright, down to 4 cards in our hand. Meanwhile, they'll get a fresh set. And it'll be 6 for theirs. Anyone that's not familiar with that, you basically shuffle your hand into your deck, and you draw the number of prizes you have left. There's the Ampharos right there. They're going to do 30 damage onto the Mega Gengar-EX. Not sure why. Poor Mega Gengar has not been doing anything to you this whole game. Leave it alone. I haven't seen this here. Shocking Light ability. Once during your turn, you may put 3 damage counters in one of your opponent's Pokemon EX. Once during your turn before you attack. Man, that is rough. That is really, really rough. Is it just the active? Your opponent's Pokemon, one of your opponents, any Pokemon? Wow, that is disgusting. That is really going to hurt us. So they'll knock us out next turn before we even have a chance to do anything. And we still don't have that Lysander, so I'm going to go back into the draw 3 with Charon. Let's see if we get another... Okay, so there's a Lysander we can use next turn. Let's go ahead and... Who do we want to feed? Where's that? Okay, so we got rid of Dimension Valley because of the end. Alright, not much else we can do, bro cats. That's essentially it. I mean, I guess we'll just knock it out with Abyssal Sleep. It doesn't matter. There's a Chandelure, a second one. Alright, who will they put out? I'm assuming the Darkrai, because the Ampharos is awesome from the bench. 30 damage every single turn to an EX, and I've got 4 EXs on my side of the field. So there's the Fighting Fury Belt. They're going to do an extra 10. They're going to first knock us out. 8, 9. Okay, so 9. Chandelure. It's got the weakness. Would be knocked out in one turn. So there's 2 prizes already. Alright, I'm going to go with Chandelure. The big threat right now is the Darkrai. So Chandelure will be knocked out. If not, they will at least take 60 damage. And if not, at least hopefully we can get a heads to try to knock out this Darkrai EX and then go after the Ampharos with the Gengar-EX. Either way, we have a Gengar-EX on the field. We've got a Litwick that we can start building up. We're still ahead in prizes, so this isn't a lost cause yet. It is getting close, though. And they definitely know what they're doing. And since the last update, I don't know if some of you have noticed, but the GX symbol is right here. I haven't seen one in play yet from what we've been doing. Oh, they're going to play another end. It's going to get rid of our energies here. But essentially, it's there to keep track of if you've already used a GX attack this game. Currently in the TCG, there's not really a way to mark that. So in online, they at least have that. Ace Trainer, that's not going to help us either. And they're going to get another Ampharos, so 30. They're going to do another 30 damage to one of our Gengars here. Who are they going after? The one with energies. Makes sense. Abyssal Sleep, Weakness 180. Come on, Chandelure, come through for us. Let's go. Let's flip it. There's 60. Oh, no, it did not work out. Did not work out. All right, Gengar-EX. Ah, that was a rough one. That was tough. Did not enjoy that. Just 1 energy left. Gotta feed someone, right? Put it on the Gengar-EX. Oh man, I messed that up. I misplayed. I really misplayed there. I should have fed the Gengar and done the Dark Corridor attack. For some reason, I had it in my mind that we had Dimension Valley out there. So they're going to do 30 damage, enough to knock out Gengar-EX. Another 30, probably to the other one. Oh, to the same one? Okay, that's fine. 180, 160. Yeah, it would have been fine if they just went after the bench. But there's the Abyssal Sleep, 180. Man, I'm really upset that I misplayed there. Alright, we gotta really pay attention here. Let's do Great Ball. Chandelure. Dark Corridor. They've got 1 prize left. Ace Trainer. Let's bring down their hand a little bit. There's a Dimension Valley. Alright. Dark Corridor attack on the Darkrai. 40 plus poison. And is that enough to knock it out? It is not. Nope. Really, really, really misplayed. So upsetting. I don't know how much of a difference it would have made. I mean, I guess they wouldn't have been able to attack. They would have just done Shocking Light, which wouldn't have knocked out either of our Gengars. They would have been down to 2 prizes. No, that's going to be game, I think. 60. Yep, that's game. So we're going to end today on 3 losses, unfortunately. We've still got the booster pack openings, at least. Chandelure, we couldn't get a heads today. It's unfortunate. But, you know, we did what we could. Let's see if they have a Lysander. There it is, 180 for the game. First game of 2017, first round of Pokemon TCG Online, and we got obliterated all 3 times. Hopefully it's not a sign for the new year. Let's go into our collection and open up some booster packs. Maybe we can win on the pools at the very, very least. Generations. Let's go for, let's do 3 of these, then we'll go into Ancient Origins and see what else we can open. We got a Floral Crown, Rolled Bat. Ooh, Gengar-EX, full art. 20 damage, heal from this Pokemon. The same amount of damage you did to your opponent's active Pokemon. Then your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon has no weakness for 100. And the last one is a Pinsir. Alright, let's open up another one. There's nothing new yet. There's a Persian, a Dugtrio, and a Charizard-EX. Flame Cloak does 30 damage. Attach a fire energy from your discard pile to this Pokemon. Burning Breath does 80 base. Flip 2 coins. This attack does 40 more damage for each heads. Last one from Generations. Krabby, one of my favorite Pokemon. Charmander being a jerk, taking glasses. We've got a Clement. Oh, Reverse Hollow, double colorless energy. That is beautiful. That is our third one. I will take those forever because I feel like those will be reprinted forever. Meowstic EX. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, you may move one damage counter from your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Mind Shock does 60. Attack is not affected by weakness or resistance. Let's knock out this final Ancient Origins pack. And looks like we've got plenty of breakthrough boosters to go through. So maybe we'll open up 2 of those. Alright, final one here. Nothing big so far, and nothing on that end either. Alright, breakthrough. Tons of boosters on that end. Chespin, Snubbull, Ralts, Woobat, Magneton, Assault Vest, Reverse Hollow, Swablu, and a Braviary. Next pack. We've got about 4,000 coins left. Probably enter some tournaments with those. Floatstone. Always could use those. How many do we have? One, our first Floatstone from this set at the very least. So I will take it. Gives your Pokemon a free retreat cost and a Hawlucha. I know we do have tons of those. Alright, keep pulling. Come on, an EX. Let's go for an EX this time. Go, go. And there's an EX. Mewtwo EX. Shatter Shot, 30 damage. This attack does 30 times the amount of psychic energy attached to this Pokemon. Damage change. Switch all damage counters on this Pokemon with those on your opponent's active Pokemon. That is very useful. One of our players at Pokemon League Hunter uses Mewtwo EX. I also see it on Michael's deck as well. That damage change is rough to go up against. So awesome pull. Maybe eventually I'll make a Mewtwo EX deck. We'll see what kind of pulls we get on the rest of these. But otherwise, thank you so much for joining us on today's Let's Play Pokemon TCG Online. I'm Daniel, and we'll see you on the next one.